Hi guys, and welcome to my channel. It's good to see everybody today. Today I want to share a recipe with you that I've been making for a couple of months now. It's a breakfast recipe. And before I go any further, I will be completely honest and tell you that I am a seriously lazy person when it comes to breakfast in the morning. I prefer to jump up and have coffee. I am still trying to teach Maggie how to make coffee, but she refuses to cooperate with me. So this is something that I can make ahead of time. I can keep it ready. I can make a few of them ahead of time and keep them to heat up in the mornings. And I'm going to share it with you. It's not my recipe, but it's called Chickpea Omelet Mix, and the person has it online, so I'm going to share it with you, and I'll put the link on my YouTube channel. And we're just going to go through making this because I think it's something that you might really enjoy. All right, let's get to it. Okay guys, so now I'm going to show you how you put these chickpea omelet mix together. So the first thing you're going to start with is ground up chickpeas. This is chickpea flour. Don't worry if you can't find it. If you just pick up a bag of chickpeas at the store, all you're going to do is put them in your blender, you grind them up, you got flour. So we're going to start with that. We're going to put that in there. To that we are going to add some nutritional yeast. We are going to add flaxseed. We are also going to add baking powder. We are going to put in ground cumin. Now keep in mind, if there's any of this seasoning that you're not fond of, you basically can season this any way that you want to. We're going to put in some salt. We're going to put in some kala namak, which is black salt, because if you add water to it, it will turn black. But kala namak is a salt that a lot of people who don't eat eggs, so we use it to flavor their food because it has that sulfury smell and taste of eggs. We are also going to put some turmeric. It kind of gives it its yellow color and gives it some flavor. I like to put cayenne pepper in mine, but you do not have to. And some black pepper. Now you also, with this, you can get up every day and make this, and you can add a little bit of cut up vegetables that you like to it if you want to. But building on what I said in the beginning, I'm extremely lazy. I'm not going through all that, so I have some dehydrated vegetables, so I'm going to pop those in now. All I'm going to do at this point, guys, is I'm going to mix this. Okay? Little mix looks like this. And I just mix it up really good because you want to make sure you get the baking powder distributed and everything. Okay, so I just use a whisk, kind of go through it. Now, next step is you want to cook these. So what you're going to do is you're going to take a bowl, and I've already got my pan on because I'm using a non-stick pan, which I'm going to talk about these pans one day because these pans are really great. And you're going to take a third of a cup. You're going to put it in your bowl, and then you're going to take a third of a cup of water. Okay, real simple. Okay, now what you want to do next is you just want to whisk this up a little bit. You have to give it a minute to kind of set, and it'll thicken up, because when you first look at this, you're going to think, oh, there's no way, Jackie, that is way, way, way too thin, but it will thicken up. So you just give it a minute to sit. I'm going to grab the lid to the pan, so that's going to be what we need next. And with a non-stick pan, because I don't use oil, if you ever feel like your food is sticking, all you have to do is just put a little water in it. And a little water will help it not stick so much. Let me see if I can move this back just a little without touching my hand on fire, which will be really good. As this thickens up, we will get ready to put it in our pan. It's going to take it just a minute to get thick. Meanwhile, I hope everybody had a great Thanksgiving. We had a nice Thanksgiving. We actually did the Thanksgiving lasagna that I had mentioned to you guys, where everything is layered on top of each other, and it was delicious. It was so good. I even splurged and had a couple of white chocolate covered strawberries, which I know technically aren't white chocolate, but that's what they're called. And it was really, really, really good. So I hope everybody had a really lovely Thanksgiving, guys. All right. So this is getting thicker. Now, this is one serving. This is what we put in here. So what I do is this. Well, here it's sizzling, so I think I got it hot enough. So I take it, and I just will put it in. I make 2 omelets out of it. And I just go back and forth and make them as even as can be. They don't have to be perfect, guys. Just like that. And then you put the lid on. And then we're going to let it cook. All right, guys. So now we're going to flip them and let them cook on the other side. And if we've done it right, they're just going to come right out for us. Ooh, so see? They kind of look like little pancakes. That's what they look like. And we're going to finish cooking the other side. Okay, guys. These are done now. And they're really cute. They look like this. Remember, they're made out of chickpea flour, so they're full of protein. They've got flaxseed, full of fiber. This is how they look. They're 2 little pancakes. And what I do every morning is I eat 2 of these for breakfast every single morning because they really are one of my favorite things. Like I told you, you can get up and cook these every single morning, or if you want to, you can make a few in advance. I've stored them up to a week. I think a week is too long. I think several days in advance is fine. And then what I do is eat them on top of wassa. You can eat them with mustard or whatever it is that you like, whatever the best flavor is for you. Some people like a little bit of ketchup on them. When you make the mix, you can make a lot. Usually I'll make one of these that's completely full, and you keep it in the fridge. And I go ahead and put chickpea omelet mix, and I put the date on it, and I know each morning I just go in the refrigerator, get out 1/3 of a cup of that, some water, put it in my pan, cook it, and I'm done. So for my breakfast every morning, 2 of these little omelets are 144 calories, and then my wassa is between 70 to 80 calories. Excuse me. So I get plenty of protein and fiber and whole grains and everything to start my day out right. They're really good, guys. I hope you try them. I really think if you give that recipe a try, guys, you might really like it. So now I just want to talk to you about how's everybody doing. How's everybody holding up out there? Same conversation every time. I feel like it'll be the same conversation for a long time. It's just tough right now. Everything is difficult right now. It's not easy for anybody. So I really hope that everybody is finding ways to cope and deal with their mental stress. How are you doing with making positive changes with your eating? Are you finding that you're able to change any little things? You know, guys, sometimes it's the little things. I just about fell off my counter there. My sweater slid. There's no reason for me trying to act cool because the truth is I almost hit that. The truth is sometimes it's not the big giant things that we do that make all the difference. It's the small things that we do. I know when I started this journey a few months back, and at my highest during quarantine when we first hit, I was up to 240. So I'm down to 190.5 today, which means since I started using the Lose It app, I've lost 30 pounds, although in total I've lost 40. And I'm going to be honest with you. I am getting back into my clothes that I had put away and had been hanging in my closet for years. And I honestly didn't think I was ever going to get in those things again. I figured that that time had come and it was gone and it was never going to be possible for me to ever make a difference again. But I taught myself that that wasn't true. So I know where you are and I know how you feel. I don't know if you're like me, but around this time of the year, especially I can remember back when I was younger, and I was heavier, and I would think, oh my gosh, the clothes they sell about this time and all the parties and everything, and you would see the people and they'd be getting all dressed up in their stuff, and you're thinking, man, I just want that so bad. And yes, there are places that sell bigger clothes, Torrid and Lane Bryant and things like that, which everybody deserves beautiful clothes. But no matter what, there's still that person that's way, way, way down deep that wants to be able to be just like everyone else. Standing out is not usually what people want. Now, we may defend it and we may be angry and we may be hurt. But the truth is we really want different things for ourselves. I remember those feelings. I remember having to call ahead to restaurants to make sure that they had tables instead of benches because my stomach was so bad that I couldn't fit in a bench seat. At one point, my stomach was down to my knees, and I had a hernia in my stomach that was so big you could put your fist through it. See, I've had surgery to repair a lot of damage too, and I'll talk about that at a later time. I didn't have weight loss surgery per se, but I have had skin surgery and I've had hernia repair surgery. So when I tell you that I really understand, I'm coming from a place that I'm not just talking out of my ass. I actually do understand what I'm talking about. If I can do it, guys, you can do it. I start every single morning, even though right now when it's cold, hating life, like I said, if I could just teach Maggie how to make coffee, but instead what she does is she comes in my room, I start hearing her walk around at 4 o'clock in the morning because she is so excited about walking. Plus, she's an Akita, and they are very regimented dogs, but it's the highlight of her day. So the first thing that happens every single morning is we go for a walk. Last thing at night, we go for a walk. When I first started this, my feet and legs hurt so bad I didn't even think I could do it. And I'm being honest with you. And now I feel so much better, guys. Just start with the smallest of things. It doesn't have to be grandiose. Everybody thinks it has to be, I either have to starve or I have to do, no, you don't. Let's see. I had a cupcake. It's probably been about a week, 2 weeks ago. You know those cupcakes I made? When we were talking about Esther, those horrible looking cupcakes, they were still good cupcakes. And I had a cupcake, and whereas before I would have suffered such guilt for that, I didn't suffer guilt. Now, I will be honest, excuse me, and tell you that no, I did not feel my greatest when I got that in me because I don't eat things like that. But I didn't have any guilt from it. Because I thought, you know what, I'm past that point of having guilt. If I want to have something, I now know how to balance. It is nothing more than a balance of calories in and calories out, guys. That really is all there is to it. And that's why it's so important if you start doing it. I don't care if you write it down on a piece of paper. Excuse me. My kids always pick at me because I'm a paper person and I'm a sticky note person. And they're like, Mom, put it in your phone, put it in your phone. But I'm not a phone person. I'm a person that puts things down on paper. And it's okay because that works with a different part of your brain. So if putting something down on paper works for you, put it on paper. You don't have to use a Lose It app, but do something like that. You know, I don't believe in saying I'm going to be in this outfit by so-and-so because good Lord, I've done that so many times and it just doesn't work. I believe in today I'm going to do better than I did yesterday. And I'm going to put one foot in front of this foot, in front of this foot, in front of this foot, in front of this foot. And eventually I'm going to get somewhere. It's taken me quite a while, guys. I started in August and to lose 30 pounds and it's now the 1st of December. So it takes a while. But just start making changes. Drink water. Substitute water for soda. You know, get rid of the crap like diet drinks and stuff like that. All that does is triggers you to be more hungry. There really is legitimate science behind that. I should know because I used to ingest equal by the pound. And now, if I'm going to have something, I'm going to have something that's got real sugar in it as opposed to artificial. And like I said, you're always welcome to reach out to me. I love nothing better than talking to people and being able to have that conversation. Reach out to me, guys. I'm always around and I'm always checking my YouTube and I will respond. All right, I've got some fun things planned coming up. I hope that they actually, let's just be honest, I'm a terrible baker. I'm not a great craft person. But if nothing else, if you guys ever seen the show Nailed It, maybe it'll just be our own little version of Nailed It and it'll be okay. If you laugh at my expense, I'm fine with it. Gives you a little bit of humor, I'm okay with it. Just come back and be sure you like and subscribe and watch the videos to the end. Your time is very precious to me. I appreciate every one of you. I love you guys and thank you. And I will see you very soon. Bye.